Nathaniel Marvin Wolff, better known as Nat Wolff, was born on December 17, 1994, in Los Angeles, California, into a world infused with creativity, art, and storytelling. As the son of renowned jazz pianist Michael Wolff and celebrated actress Polly Draper, Nat was raised in an environment where the line between everyday life and performance was beautifully blurred. His mother, Polly, best known for her role on the acclaimed television drama 30-something, was also a writer and director, while his father, Michael, had served as the musical director for the Arsenio Hall show. Creativity wasn't just encouraged, it was inherited. Growing up in the heart of Manhattan, Nat was immersed in a world of music, literature, and performance from an early age. His parents fostered his love of the arts without pressure. As a child, he would imitate his father on the piano, eventually picking up the instrument for himself. He wrote his first song at the tender age of 5. His natural charisma and musical instincts were hard to miss, and it was clear that Nat was destined for the stage. At age 9, Nat began performing original songs in public, often with his younger brother Alex Wolff by his side. The Wolff brothers shared an inseparable bond, musical partners, as well as best friends. It was this chemistry that led Polly Draper to create a fictionalized television series based on her son's musical adventures. The result was the Naked Brothers Band, a mockumentary-style show that aired on Nickelodeon from 2007 to 2009, and became a surprising hit with young audiences. Nat played a fictionalized version of himself, an ultra-famous rock star navigating fame, friendship, and adolescence, but the music behind the scenes was real. Nat wrote the songs that appeared on the show, showcasing his melodic sensibility and lyrical talent even at such a young age. The band's debut album, also titled The Naked Brothers Band, featured catchy tracks like Crazy Car and If That's Not Love, which earned them a devoted fan base and even critical attention for their authenticity. While the show was rooted in humor and satire, Nat took the music seriously. Unlike most children's television acts, the Naked Brothers Band wasn't built by a corporate machine. It was a true family collaboration, with real songwriting, real instrumentation, and a genuine artistic soul. For Nat, it wasn't about stardom, it was about expression. After the show ended in 2009, Nat continued his musical journey with Alex under the name Nat and Alex Wolff. Their album Black Sheep, released in 2011, was a bold evolution from their earlier work. The brothers delved into darker, more mature themes, drawing inspiration from indie rock, jazz, and alternative influences. Though the album didn't reach mainstream heights, it proved that Nat wasn't a one-dimensional child star. He was a serious artist on a lifelong creative journey. As his music matured, so did his acting ambitions. Nat began transitioning into more dramatic roles in film and television, determined to prove that he could succeed beyond his Nickelodeon roots. His breakthrough came in 2014 with The Fault in Our Stars, an adaptation of John Green's best-selling novel. Playing Isaac, the blind best friend of the protagonist, Nat delivered a nuanced performance that struck a chord with audiences. His character provided much-needed levity in a deeply emotional story, and his natural chemistry with co-stars Ansel Elgort and Shailene Woodley was undeniable. This role was a pivotal turning point. It marked Nat's arrival in the world of mainstream cinema as a serious young actor capable of balancing humor and emotional weight. That same year, he appeared in Palo Alto, directed by Gia Coppola and based on the stories of James Franco. In it, Nat played Fred, a deeply troubled teen whose behavior veers into dangerous territory. The role was unsettling, raw, and utterly unlike anything he'd done before. Critics took notice, praising Nat's willingness to explore darker material and take creative risks. The following year, Nat landed the lead role in Paper Towns, another adaptation of a John Green novel. He played Quentin, a shy high schooler who embarks on a journey to find his enigmatic neighbor Margot, played by Cara Delevingne. The film was a box office success and solidified Nat's place as a rising star among his generation. His performance resonated with young audiences, earnest, relatable, and sincere. It showed that Nat could carry a film, bringing depth to a character caught between fantasy and reality. Though often cast in young adult adaptations, Nat actively sought roles that challenged him artistically. In 2015, he appeared in Ashby alongside Mickey Rourke, and later in The Intern with Robert De Niro and Anne Hathaway. These experiences offered Nat a front-row seat to seasoned acting veterans, helping him refine his craft. But Nat's career wasn't without its missteps. In 2017, He starred in Netflix's live-action adaptation of Death Note, a cult favorite Japanese manga, playing the lead character Light Turner. Nat was at the center of the film's controversy. Critics and fans alike condemned the film for whitewashing, poor writing, and straying too far from its source material. Though Nat's performance was committed, the project became a blemish on his filmography. Still, Nat faced the backlash with humility, acknowledging the valid criticisms, and using the experience to grow as both an actor and a public figure. Throughout his career, Nat remained grounded. Thanks in large part to his family, his brother Alex emerged as an accomplished actor and musician in his own right. Starring in acclaimed films like Hereditary and Pig, the two maintained their musical collaboration, frequently returning to the studio between acting gigs. They shared a creative shorthand that only siblings could possess, a lifelong duet that remained a constant through Hollywood's unpredictability. Nat's filmography continued to diversify. In Stella's Last Weekend, 2018, written and directed by Polly Draper, Nat and Alex starred opposite each other in a family dramedy that showcased their natural dynamic. In Rosie, 2018, Nat played a delusional stalker obsessed with an actress, further proving his commitment to unconventional and psychologically complex roles. Despite being a recognizable face in Hollywood, Nat largely avoided the spotlight. He preferred small indie films to blockbuster fame and valued artistic integrity over box office numbers. His choices reflected a deep respect for storytelling and a desire to evolve as both an artist and a human being. During the 2020s, Nat took on roles that reflected the increasingly fractured and introspective cultural landscape. He appeared in projects dealing with isolation, identity, and disconnection, mirror reflections of a world grappling with uncertainty. His performances matured, revealing layers of vulnerability and quiet strength. Outside of acting, Nat continued to write music, often exploring themes of love, loss, and existential searching. He experimented with new sounds, collaborating with producers and artists across genres. Though he never reached the mainstream musical heights of pop stars, his work remained deeply personal and respected among indie music circles. His lyrics often read like poetry, soulful and self-aware. In interviews, Nat has always come across as thoughtful and articulate, more interested in discussing philosophy, art, and emotional truth than fame or gossip. He's spoken candidly about the mental and emotional toll of growing up in the public eye. While many child stars crash under the weight of fame, Nat navigated his journey with remarkable poise, aided by a strong family foundation and a commitment to authenticity. In recent years, Nat has also begun exploring screenwriting and directing. Drawing from years of experience in front of the camera, he's shown interest in telling his own stories that reflect the nuances of identity, creativity, and human connection. His short films and writing projects suggest a future behind the camera that's just as promising as his on-screen work. As of 2025, Nat Wolff stands as a multifaceted artist-actor, musician, writer, and storyteller. His journey from child rock star to indie film actor is a testament to resilience, reinvention, and relentless curiosity. He may not dominate tabloid headlines, but his presence in the arts is enduring and impactful. What sets Nat apart is his refusal to conform. In an industry that often demands simplicity, he embraces complexity. He plays flawed characters, writes imperfect songs, and speaks with a quiet honesty that resonates with audiences craving realness. He is the kind of artist who may never chase the spotlight, but always manages to shine. Nat Wolff's legacy is still unfolding. Whether on screen or in song, he continues to challenge expectations and evolve as an artist. His story is one of passion, patience, and purpose, and in a world driven by trends and algorithms, Nat remains a refreshing voice for those who believe in the power of art to move, to challenge, and to endure.